All right, welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas. Today, we're digging into an ancient playbook that just might hold a radical solution to the chaos we all feel in modern life. So let's just dive right in, shall we? It's a question I think a lot of us feel deep in our bones. This feeling of being constantly overwhelmed, of living in a world that just feels noisy and full of conflict, you know? It's like we're all stuck on a treadmill, running as fast as we can, but not really going anywhere. And look, this isn't just in our heads. The source material for this explainer puts it pretty bluntly. From huge global conflicts all the way down to the silly arguments we see blowing up on social media, our world just seems to be in a constant state of battle. You see it every day. And honestly, it's just exhausting. There's this great metaphor for it all, the Ferris wheel of life. Think about it. We go up, we go down, we go round and round, totally caught up in the drama of it all, just reacting to every single turn. We're basically living in survival mode, completely cut off from any real, deeper purpose. But you know what's really wild? We're often completely blind to how we're contributing to it all. We're so focused on everything happening out there that we don't even realize how our own reactions, our own inner turmoil, are fueling the very chaos we say we want to escape. So, what if the game we're all desperately trying to win isn't out there in the world at all? What if the real battlefield, the one that actually matters, is being fought right inside our own minds? This brings us to a totally different perspective. It's time to start playing the inner game. And this is where our sources draw a really powerful line in the sand. We all know the outer game, right? It's about climbing ladders, beating the competition, hitting those external goals. But the inner game, well, that's played against a totally different team of rivals. Things like fear, self-doubt, those moments our focus just vanishes, and all the limiting stories we tell ourselves. And this is the absolute kicker. Winning the outer game, getting the promotion, the money, the recognition, it means absolutely nothing if you're losing the game inside your own head. Real peace, real control, it doesn't come from conquering the world. It comes from mastering yourself. So this ancient philosophy, it introduces this game-changing idea. It basically says, hey, you are not your body. You aren't your job title. You aren't your bank account. All of that stuff is temporary. It's like a set of clothes you're wearing for a little while. The real you, the actual player in this game, is the soul, this pure, permanent consciousness. And just realizing that separation, that's the first huge step toward finding peace, no matter what the world throws at you. Okay, so if it's an inner game, what are the rules? How do you even keep score? Well, the answer lies in understanding this one universal law that's behind every single move we make. And that core mechanic is karma. Now, I want you to think about karma not as some cosmic scorekeeper, but more like a law of nature. Just like gravity, it's impersonal. Every single thing you do, what you think, what you say, what you do, creates a kind of energy, a vibration that sticks to the soul and shapes what happens to you next. I love this analogy because it makes it so simple. Imagine that every time you react with anger, or greed, or fear, you're bouncing a ball against a wall. And what happens when you bounce a ball? The laws of physics say it is absolutely 100% guaranteed to bounce back. The game we're all stuck in is just this endless cycle of us bouncing the ball and it coming right back at us. So, if reacting is what keeps that ball bouncing, then the only way to win is to stop reacting. It's really about consciously rewriting the automatic programs that control how we respond to literally everything that happens in life. And just to give you a sense of what we're up against, get this. The source material estimates that up to 95% of our daily actions, they aren't even conscious choices. 95%. We're being run by our subconscious mind, on programs that got installed years, even decades ago. We are basically on autopilot. So how in the world do you deprogram this autopilot? Well, this ancient playbook gives us a toolkit. A set of mental exercises called bhavanas. The word itself means to cultivate, and that's exactly what you're doing. Just like a farmer carefully prepares the soil for a new crop, these exercises help us cultivate a new mindset. And these practices are incredibly powerful tools for neutralizing those automatic karmic reactions. The playbook actually lays out 12 of them, but let's just touch on these 3. First, you contemplate impermanence, really letting it sink in that everything, good and bad, will pass. Then you contemplate helplessness, recognizing that ultimately no one can save you from life's biggest challenges. And finally, you contemplate solitude, the truth that you walk your path alone with your own soul and your choices. By internalizing these ideas, we start to let go of that frantic need to control every little thing. And when you really start to absorb these ideas, when they go from your head to your heart, it leads to the single most empowering realization of all. The whole game just shifts from this external struggle to a game of internal mastery. So, let's just be real for a second. By constantly reacting, by endlessly bouncing that karmic ball, you are the source of the chaos in your own life. I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but it is the absolute first step. But here's the beautiful flip side to that tough truth. If you're the problem, then you are also the solution. You have all the power. You can decide right now, in this very moment, to just put the ball down. You can change the rules of your own game. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway. Nobody is coming to rescue you. No guru, no book, no external power can play this inner game for you. The power to find peace, to end the chaos, to finally win the game that matters, it's been inside you all along. So the playbook is open. The rules have been explained. The next time life throws you a curveball, that frustrating email, that difficult conversation, that unexpected setback, the choice is yours, and only yours. Are you going to react and bounce that ball again? Or are you going to pause, remember what game you're really playing, and choose a different prize entirely?